Joining us is the former spokeswoman for Benjamin Netanyahu, Tal Heinrich. Welcome, Tal. I see clips in Hebrew that have been translated into English of Israeli officials, and I may pronounce his name wrong, you can correct me, Bezalel Smotrich, talking about occupying Gaza, forcing Palestinians into Arab countries, starvation as a weapon of war, and then at the end he claims it's Trump's plan, but it's not Trump's plan. So what is Mr. Netanyahu's plan for Gaza?
Thank you for having me on, Trey. Great to see you as always. You see, the Prime Minister and his cabinet stated from day one of this war, right after the October 7th massacre, that the end goal for Gaza is to eliminate Hamas, remove them from power. This terror group can no longer be in control of its own territory. No life-loving nation would have allowed that. Agree with me in that. And then the return of our hostages, that's another end goal for a war there. They must come back home. And we must ensure that Gaza will never, ever pose a terror threat to Israel again. Now, we were actually in recent weeks getting closer to achieving, according to several official accounts, to achieving a new hostage release deal in exchange for a 60-day ceasefire. But that opportunity seemed to have slipped away because some Western useful idiots, let's call them this way, put the pressure on Israel. And as you stated, they said that they're going to recognize a Palestinian state, and they are rewarding Hamas for their vile actions, not only against our hostages and our citizens, but also their own population. They are incentivizing Hamas's sick methods of war by turning October 7th to some Palestinian Independence Day. And the truth of the matter is, Trey, that October 7th happened because the Palestinians had a state, their self-controlled Gaza. It was the pilot program for their own state. And if some people are out there are going to, watching this telling me that, well, Tal, it wasn't a real state, well, you know what? It's like saying that real communism was never tried. That was a state, a terror state, and they have a second terrorist state under the control of the Palestinian Authority. The only reason why October 7th didn't emerge from there is because Israel has security access and security control over there. That's why.
All right, my history may be wrong, so you correct me if it is. I think this war has lasted longer than Israel's original war for independence, if hypothetically Hamas were to call the Prime Minister and say, we're going to give back all hostages and all remains. What would happen the day after?
Well, the day after plan in Gaza, what we want to see, Israelis want to see, is a land that is it is demilitarized, and also a society that is